Well, the new city council speaker is taking aim at anti-Semitism, and she has a 5-point plan to combat hate crimes against Jewish New Yorkers.
Speaker Julie Menon notes that anti-Semitic attacks make up nearly 60% of the hate crimes reported to the NYPD. Political reporter Marcia Kramer joining us now with more on that. Marcia.
Well, Justin, KJ, Julie Menon is the first Jewish speaker of the city council, and it's notable that anti-Semitism is the first issue she's tackled. But the big question is whether the mayor will sign all the bills that she's proposing.
I want to first of all say that anti-Semitism is rising all around our city and around the country. It's not merely impossible to ignore. It's irresponsible for us as a city council to not address it head on.
Council Speaker Julie Menon was surrounded by several members of her leadership team, some Jewish, some not, as she proposed a 5-point plan to combat anti-Semitism. The most dramatic, a plan to establish a buffer zone around houses of worship to protect congregants from protesters, like those who protested around the Park East Synagogue and another at the Queen Synagogue that involved Hamas supporters. She pointed out that the NYPD's hate crime statistics for 2025 show that anti-Semitic incidents accounted for nearly 60% of all hate crimes in New York City last year.
That statistic presents a cruel reality that we must confront head on.
Menon also announced a new commitment of $1.25 million over 2 years to the Museum of Jewish Heritage, a memorial to the Holocaust. The council proposals also include an anti-Semitism reporting hotline, funding for security at private schools, and community-based security training for Jewish organizations.
Strengthening protections for houses of worship and religious institutions is not about privilege over one community over the other. It is about affirming a basic truth, that no one should fear gathering to pray, learn, or remembering their history. Safety is a precondition for our freedom.
F.F. Nasher, executive director of the Council on American Islamic Relations, telling me she supports combating anti-Semitism, but she said the council should be fighting all types of hate crimes equally.
I don't know about you, Marcia, but I've never learned about the genocide in Bosnia. I've never learned about the genocide in Palestine. I've never learned about the genocide in Rwanda. So we want to see that kind of funding and investment towards all communities and not specifically one faith group.
Now, I reached out to the mayor's office for comment about the legislation, but have not heard back. And while the mayor has said he wants to protect members of the Jewish community, he's also raised concerns in the Jewish community about his support for economic sanctions against Israel and his refusal to support Israel as a Jewish state. Guys.
Could be the first major test between Mamdani and Menon to see just how aligned they are, right?
It looks that way, yes.
Yep. Thanks, Marcia.
Thank you, Marcia.